Good evening. I'm Barbara Moser. I serve as the co-chair of Prevent Suicide Greater Milwaukee, a coalition of volunteers and community organizations working for suicide prevention. I'm also a family practice physician, a wife, a mother, an animal lover, and a teacher of compassion practices. And I'm also someone who's lived with a significant major depression since my teens, been on antidepressants of varying sorts pretty much continuously since my 30s, and at times have actually contemplated suicide. And now I'm living my own journey of recovery. I give the rep so much credit for producing a play about suicide. And Scott Greer, wow, what an amazing performance tonight, right? So you may likely know from the media that the number of suicides in our country and in Wisconsin has been steadily on the rise for the last 2 decades. Last year, in 2018, in Milwaukee County, we lost 115 persons that we knew of. I'm sure there are more. The individuals lost were from all ages, all racial backgrounds and ethnicities. Suicide is multifactorial and complex. In most cases, we just don't know all of the factors that coalesce into somebody considering suicide and attempting. But there is some commonality to that final path, and that's psychological pain and hopelessness. What I truly want to talk a little more with you tonight about is belonging. Belonging is something that eases the pain of hopelessness, of psychological pain. It's how we connect to ourselves, to our animals, to our communities. Our meaningful relationships help us do that, although sadly not for everyone. Mine are my husband, my 3 children, my dog, and these 2 large furry donkeys that I take care of. Not always necessarily in that order, though. Also, our community connection gives us a sense of belonging. Very importantly, where we work, where we worship, where we spend our time, where we live. My own work in suicide prevention, compassion resilience, and mindful self-compassion do so much to fill my life with deep meaning. They ease my own psychache. That's kind of like toothache, except it's for your psyche. For me, happiness is actually overrated. It's often so fleeting, right? Meaningful moments and belonging to each other and community are what keep us going. And that, for me, is suicide prevention for all at its best. I love this play because it embodies connection. From the get-go, Scott was amongst us, meeting audience members. And then as the play went on, we all became part of this meaningful experience here together tonight. Very cool. We became something bigger, a part of something bigger than ourselves. So this connection and this feeling of belonging is what I think we need more of in Milwaukee, with individuals, but also with groups of people we don't know very well, across politics, economics, across religion, and especially across racial and ethnic backgrounds. Seek out opportunities where you can find this. So I have a little list of my own for the end. It has just 4 things on it. And I ask you to do these things in the course of the next few hours or even into tomorrow. Number 1, if you've experienced anything tonight that brings to light your own thoughts of suicide, please seek out help. Talk to a friend, a loved one, a behavioral health specialist, your doctor, your nurse practitioner, your clergy, or you can actually call the Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255 or text the Hope Line at 741-741. These numbers are on these little green cards that are outside on the table. And, I suggest you put them in your phone. Number 2, as you leave here, think of somebody in your own life who's struggling. Maybe not terribly, maybe a little, maybe a lot, but reach out to them in the next day and let them know you love them. Let them know that they matter to you. This really makes a difference. Number 3, in your lives in Milwaukee and the surroundings, get to know people like yourself or not like yourself and have some meaningful conversations. And when they're in distress, reach out and let them know you care. And number 4, please take part in continuing this experience tonight and going and joining the Zeidler Center for some more discussion. Thank you so much for letting me be here tonight.